Hi, welcome to Carnegie in our interview with Maha Energy. My name is Mark Salmrud, and I'm an analyst here at the bank. I got with me Roberto Marchiari, who is the new CEO at Maha. A warm welcome to you.
Hello, Marcos. Thanks a lot for the opportunity to be here with you.
Yeah, lots of things going on. So let's start with, you have been CEO for about a week now. But you were the CFO before. Maybe we start out by just you telling a little bit about yourself and introducing yourself to the listeners and the viewers.
Of course. Thank you, Marcos. Well, I've been working at Maha since end of 2022. After Starboard came into the share base, I've been appointed to lead all this M&A phase that we've been following to in the next 24 months. Then I become also CFO last year. And now I have this great opportunity to act as CEO with all my track record being focused on private equity. I've been working with Starboard in the last 12 years. So I'm happy to be in this new lead position.
Mm-hmm. And when it was announced that you took over as CEO, you also updated your business plan, and you're a bit different kind of animal now than you were before. So tell us a little bit about what is Maha today?
Okay. Well, the idea is to focus now on having a linear structure at Maha. Basically, we want to clean up our structure in order to have low expenses going forward. So that's one thing. And the second thing is shift our focus for investment-focused strategy, where basically we are going to act almost like a private equity firm, looking for good deals, attractive transactions in order to generate value to our shareholders.
Mm-hmm. And you wrote that you will now be focusing on being an active financial investor, as you said, in the energy and minerals industries. And here's minerals is new from before. And tell us a little bit about what is new in this shift and what was behind it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, actually, the minerals were already included in Maha certifications of registration. So this is something we always had. And also in this new shift to investment strategy focusing, we also have the mining and oil and gas track record very strong in our major shareholders. So this is something we could work going forward, but nothing has changed actually. It's just a matter of reinforcing the strategy in terms of the spectrum of investments that we can have.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So basically mining and oil and gas. And any thoughts about what you will be looking for? What kind of transaction will you be looking for? And any specific regions that you're thinking about, etc.?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, in terms of focus, I think we are going to continue the same focus. We were always looking for transactions where we can have a good investment thesis in terms of low entry multiples. But now, I think the first step is to reduce our structure in terms of having a more reduced cost structure going forward. In the meanwhile, I believe that Brava will recover its value in the market. So we will have in parallel this enhancement in our capital structure in order to continually pursuing these transactions with attractive low entry multiples, situations where it can have a good price entry, and also not necessarily focusing on acting as operator, which could give us a low reduced financing commitment going forwards in the same strategy investments.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we'll come back to the being an operator, but maybe since you brought it up, I mean, Brava is your main asset that you're holding right now. You're a shareholder in Brava, holding around 5% and being the largest shareholder in Brava. Maybe maybe you can elaborate a little bit about the thoughts that you have on Brava and what are we looking forward to, what's going to happen, what's going to drive the value in Brava.
Okay. Well, first, I'm pretty confident that Brava is undervalued as of today. Brava, I don't think if everyone knows very well, but Brava was forged, this company, in several rounds of M&As in this divestment program from Petrobras in the 2020s. And they, of course, have been working and integrating all these assets in different regions from Brazil, which is not a very standard and easy thing to do. And of course, they have to leverage their structure in order to pay the price for all of these acquisitions. And then came this M&A with Enauta, between 3R and Enauta, which become Brava now. I think the storm has passed. I think they already have this many operational challenges last year, as you can see in the offshore part of the business. But now I think they overcome most part of it. I think they are now stabilizing the offshore production. I think time by time they will start winning more confidence and credibility in the Brazilian market. And I strongly believe that they will, in a short period of time, delivered and be reflected in the share price. Just remembering, Brava has more than 700 million barrels in terms of 2P reserves of oil and gas, and also they have capacity to reach until the end of the year more than 100,000 barrels a day. So they have a significant capacity. It's a very asset-based quality, which we expect to have a good result across the year in terms of the share price. Of course, we will be subjected to volatility across the way, but I'm strong confident that Brava will deliver in a couple of months stronger results and start the leveraging the company and thinking on remuneration their shareholders.
And looking at the Maha share today, is trading the share or the market value is slightly lower than the value of your Brava stake. Do you have any thoughts about why this is and what's behind this?
Yeah, as CEO, I should not comment on our share price. But I think, as we mentioned, Brava still have a lot of upsides to come, which could influence our share price going forward. And also, we're going to be totally focused, what I can say is going to be totally focused on doing this value creation by these investments that we are going to pursue going forward. And of course, targeting to increase value to our shareholders going forward.
Mm-hmm. And maybe finally, we speak a little bit about Venezuela, where you own part of a project or you have an option to buy into this project. Maybe give a little bit of background to Venezuela and that asset or that holding that you have, and maybe also give us an update on where you stand right now.
No, perfect. I think starting on the investment thesis in Venezuela, we always try to have the lowest financial risk on this investment thesis possible. So this is why we created this call option structure. And I would say that most part of our costs and expenses for this project has already been done. So going forward, we expect to have minimum cost so we can keep our optionality until we have more clarity on what's going to happen between this U.S. government policy and also all these sanctions, so we can evaluate if we can move forward with the project with our current plan. And then we decided which path we will take on this project. But as it for now, we are going to reduce costs as minimum necessary, which will be a very low amount. And of course, keep the option alive, because there's a strong potential upside in this project. Just remembering Jetchu, which was the former CEO until past week, he made a very good job on understanding and having this business plan put in place in the technical side. So as we speak, we have this project where we can deliver around 90 million barrels oil plus 180 billion cubic feet of gas, which is very significant for the region. A very light oil with lots of potential low-hanging fruits actions. So there's still a lot of potential upsides. We just need to understand how this policy will move on and have more certainty on which path we will take to.
Mm-hmm. But of course, given what's going on between the US and Chevron and etc., there's a lot of uncertainty. I assume that you still have the OFAC license is still under discussion.
Yeah, sure. No, our main assumption is to continually waiting for this license. I think, like I said, there's too many uncertainties, but I think we will still be working to have the license and the permits necessarily before starting any work there. And of course, we're going to evaluate if is everything conform the initial plan.
Mm-hmm. And maybe you talked about cost and we talked about financial risk. And I mean, you say about lowering the cost both in your organization, but also in terms of Venezuela, for instance. Would you say that the majority of the cost that you would put into Venezuela before you get the green go is already done, so that the financial risk of the project is very low? Is that how I should read you?
Exactly. So we have this impact in the previous quarter related to Venezuela and other new business development initiatives, but of course the majority was related to Venezuela. All these costs has been done already, so now we will have a minimum cost going forward to follow up with the situation related to the licenses. And that's how we are going to work going forward. Minimum cost possible with intelligent structures where we can use for other transactions as well.
And then finally, maybe, I mean, you've only been in your seat now for about a week, but you were there before. So maybe it's too early to say, but if you look for the coming 6 months, what's going to be your priorities?
My priorities will be this initiative of reducing costs and the organization structure. In the meanwhile, follow up with this Venezuela strategy with also minimum cost possibles. And of course, focusing now in trying to identify good opportunities in terms of value creation transactions for our shareholders. So that will be my focus in this very short term.
Roberto, thank you very much. Exciting times. Thank you for coming here to talk to us.
Thank you, Marcos. Pleasure to be here with you again.
And likewise, thank you.